All right. So we are back. Let's give Kim a minute. Oh, there we go. All right, you can put your hands down now. We go to our next report. Okay, so this is going to be, let's see, we looked at the evaluation question details. So now we're going to go to the evaluation by question and section. Remember that this is one of the big formatted reports. Oh, we didn't go to the action, the evaluation question details, did we? Let's do that. So this one, okay, this one involves multiple forms. Okay, so we can go with all of the answers here on all forms in the last week. I think we've looked at this one. I'm just making sure. Because I know we looked at question and answer. So this is the raw data for question details. We did not look at this one yet. So lots of information: agent name, the team, evaluator name, the form name, form version, section title, section ID. In this case, it's questions without a section. So there's no section ID. Question title, okay. Question number, answer. Again, you can drag and drop these as, oh, you cannot drag and drop these. These are formatted the way they are. They're going to stay there, right there. Still lots and lots of information. The options, it does give you those by default. Right? Failed critical question. I think this is what we had set up. So I think I had checked all of these options. Nope, they're just there. But again, we have our export options. This one, export, Excel PDF data, and up at the top, sharing, export to Excel or PDF. And again, we can filter by team, agent name, form name, or form version. So if we wanted to filter by agent name, we can apply that filter, and we're only going to see results for Bianca. And if we need to go back, here's our undo. So we can get rid of that filter as needed. Any questions about the evaluation question details raw data report?
No.
All right, cool. Glad we went back. I was afraid I'd missed that one. So now we're going to go to evaluations by section and question. Again, this is one of the formatted ones. I'm going to move over all teams, but I am going to select my form. Okay, so this is for a single form, version 1. I'll run it. Maya, was there a question, or did you just forget to put your hand down?
Yeah, I just forgot, sorry.
That's all right, no worries. So here, we only show one section because there's only one section with scoreable questions. If we wanted to see what's in this section, we can click on this. Should be bringing me to another report, but it is not. Okay. But if we hover over this, it's going to remind us what our average score is. It'll also, if you were working with multiple sections, it would limit your section and answer scores by the section. Okay. So in fact, it's actually got all of the sections available, but it's going to show you your scoring options over here in the average question score and the average section score as well. If I want to go to a report that's specific to the agent, I can click on the agent's name. And this is going to be a section and question details report that is specific to the agent. Okay. So here, if I want to see my score, reading March 22nd. I don't know why it's showing March 22nd because the date today's the 16th. But, oh, this is by month. That's why. Okay. If I want to see by day, again, it's going to show me 3/15. So by month, it's going to be within the past 30 days, right? And go forward by like a week. So again, our section and question details right? And if we wanted to play the call that's associated with these, it's going to list out our questions, our answers, and our score for those questions. But if we wanted to play our call, we could open up the call and the evaluation form from here. Just a little bigger. Right? So we can view the form as well as the call. Right? It's not going to automatically play the call this time, which is good. And if we need to go back, we can undo or we can use the back button. Give this a second. Again, the BI reports can sometimes take a minute to run. Okay. So average score by team. Right. And this, clicking on this would expand this list to all of the agents that have been reported on that team. So lots and lots of information here. As I said, each of these widgets can have their data exported, or you can share the entire thing. So it would be to Excel or to PDF this time. But again, each section can be exported as needed. Each widget within the report. Any questions about the evaluation by section and question report? All right, so the last one, evaluations by team. Okay. So this is going to be for both teams and agents. So from here, you can look at team data and then drill down into a specific team, into a specific agent if you need to. And this one will be for all forms again. I am showing for the last week. I should probably be showing for the last month, but that's okay. We still have plenty of data to show you what's going on here. So again, we have our average score by team. Okay. The team name is listed here if you want to drill down a little bit. Here's all of the agents on that team that have received evaluations. Okay. We can view just the agent information by going to the agent view. Okay. If we want to see our variance and our scores here, again, clicking on this score will bring us to the agent view. Okay. We have our top performers and our bottom performers. Since these are the only 4 that have received on this team, right, any kind of evaluations, we're going to see these 4 again, right? So the more people that you have receiving evaluations, these are going to change. We are looking by month. Again, we can change it to by day if we need to. So we have an average score as of the 9th, 68, and it goes up to 79. And here on this day, we have an average score of 96. So today we've gone up quite a bit. Right? And again, we can see our trends in score. Okay. There's also maximize legend. Okay. And in this case, it's Southwest. You can see the legend or see what you're looking at. The color of the bar is right here. Okay. Again, we can export the entire report with our share. We can filter by day, by team, by form. Okay, in this case, we can export each widget just as before. And again, if we want to undo any changes that we've made, say I want to go back to by month or what have you, I can just click undo and it'll go back to what I was seeing before. Are there any questions about the evaluations by team report? Okay, I'm going to give you the next 5 minutes. Go ahead and play with reports. Try and pull a report for any information that you might need. Let me know if you have any questions. How are we doing? Comfortable with the reports? Anything that you need any kind of clarification on?
I think it's good. It's just for us, it's new to use filters. instead of just doing whatever it is that you need to filter, like doing that in the Excel. So that's neat.
Right. Yeah. So you can get just the information that you need out of the report, right? And again, you can still use Excel if you're more comfortable pulling that information out afterwards. But this just gives you all of this information kind of neatly formatted. So with that, guess what it's time for?
A quiz.
A quiz. So true or false? Everyone can access the advanced BI reports.
No.
That is false. Technically, it is true as long as they have permissions to do so, just on a very technical level. However, not everyone has those permissions.
Got you.
Right. True or false? To get access to the advanced BI reports, admins have to enable general BI permissions in roles and the BI reports themselves in the role, and can view BI reports attribute on the employee page.
True.
True. All of that must happen before someone can access those BI reports, and they may not have access to all of them. I'm the quality manager, and I need to look at which parameter we might need to coach our agents on. Okay, so which report is going to easily show me the agent evaluations broken down by sections and questions? Evaluations by section and question data report, or evaluation report?
A.
A.
A. Yep, evaluations by section and question. Good, 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 good. You guys are catching on real quick. I like it. All right, so my zone, right? We've already used some of it, right? But my zone for quality management is going to be where you're spending a lot of your time, right? So agents are going to use my zone to review their own evaluations and their coaching. So they would have access to evaluations, recent interactions, and coaching. Okay. Recent interactions, we haven't really looked at that, right? But that's going to be all calls handled or all contacts handled by the agent within CXone over the last 24 hours. This is specific to the person who's currently logged in, right? So it will only show them their own interactions over the past 24 hours. Okay. Managers are going to monitor that performance, right? And the quality plans, and they're going to see high-level overviews. Right. So in terms of my zone, who needs what? Right? The agent, like I said, evaluations, recent interactions, and coaching. For an evaluator, tasks and coaching. Okay. For an evaluator manager, tasks, plan monitoring, performance monitoring, calibrations, and self-assessments. Okay. So just remember that a lot of these are going to be reports, right? So plan monitoring, performance monitoring, calibrations, self-assessments. And an evaluator manager could also have coaching. Someone could assign them coaching as well, right? But for the most part, this is what an evaluator manager is going to need. But a standard evaluator is just going to need tasks and coaching. So let's look at this in the environment. We haven't seen some of these pages. Again, we're going to our waffle and we're going to my zone. You do have workforce management in here. I guess you may not have gone through workforce management training yet.
Right.
Huh. Okay. But yeah, the reason that we saw that no schedule before is because nothing's been configured there. And that's, again, likely because you haven't gone through that training yet. Okay. So that's why we saw that. I'm sorry that I didn't catch this before, but you do have workforce management options in here. Okay. We're just not going to discuss them today. Okay. So my schedule requests, and shift bidding, all related to workforce management. But we've seen tasks. Okay. Again, I don't have anything assigned to me. My quality plan did not send me any documents or any calls to review, right? Evaluations is for the agent. I don't have any evaluations myself, so I don't have anything on this page. Okay. Plans monitoring is to monitor quality plans. So again, we've got all of our quality plans listed here, and all of them are off track. Performance monitoring, again, this is agent information, right? So if we want to see all of our teams, looks like we do have to select agents as well. I'm going to select all, just the Be Green training form, and we'll generate that. And that, when we click Generate Report, like I said, when we fill out the information on that, that's going to give us a file to download. So if you'll give this a second, it should show me, there we go, an Excel file. And I just don't have any information in here, but it is the same information that's on the report on the main page. Right. So again, if we generate that report, it's going to be specific agents, right? So again, shift fitting, we're not going to worry about. Calibrations, again, is reporting for those calibrations. Right? So who initiated it? We haven't done any calibrations. It looks like we failed to load. So let me try and refresh the page, see if that helps. Okay, there we go. All right, so we do have our Bianca Dickerson test calibration. We cannot click on this. Not going to give me any information here, okay, except for my calibration score. I can click on the score itself, and it will give me scoring information for the calibration. Okay. So questions, max score. Original score should be NA. Remember, it's calibration. And then the average score. So if I have click on my information bubble, it will show me who scored what. So another form of reporting right here just for calibrations. Okay. And remember, this is meant for managers. Recent interactions. I haven't taken any calls or answered any emails or chats in the past 24 hours, so I won't see anything here. Remember that this is specific to the person that is logged in. Coaching, again, this is going to be mostly for agents, right? But QM analysts and QM managers could also receive coaching. I have completed this coaching. This will stay in my coaching tab indefinitely so that I can go back to this material if I need to. Go ahead, Maya.
On recent interactions, you said only the agent will see. So the agent will see the calls and, all the contacts that they've handled in the last 24 hours and have access to the recordings?
Yep.
Sweet. Okay. Thank you.
You can permission agents so that they're not able to play the recording, which is weird. But I mean, I personally wouldn't do that. I want my agents to be able to listen to their own calls, honestly. But that's going to be up to you.
No, that's good.
I thought that's what you said, but I had to make sure. That's cool. I like that. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm glad you did ask that because I missed that piece. That's a good piece of knowledge right there. So.
And nobody has access. I mean, only the agent sees only theirs. Like that's just only they see theirs. That's okay.
Yep.
All right.
They only see their own interactions for the past 24 hours.
Are you able to, not saying that we would want to do this, but would we be able to push it past 24, like 48 or 72 or whatever the case might be, or it's just 24 hours?
Not in terms of that page. No, there's not any way to adjust that. If they need to see anything beyond 24 hours, they can always go to the interactions list and try and find something there.
Okay.
And then our self-assessments, again, this is our list of self-assessments, right? And who has completed them. Looks like we have 4, right? All 4 of them have been completed. There's 0 days remaining. If I need to look at these, I can click on them and get both the call and the form. And again, this one is typically going to be for managers. So are there any questions about my zone and who should be assigned to what?
I don't think so.
Okay. So that's almost the last thing. The next thing really quick that I want to talk about, and we're not actually going to go to this page, is our customer community. We are almost done with actual class. So it's just going to be time for your test after, right? But with the community, I do recommend signing up for the customer community, right? Because not only is it going to be a quick way to search for knowledge articles, product documentation, have community discussions, submit product enhancement requests, and see any known issues, right? But it's also access to our technical support center. So you can open and manage your cases from there. It can show you the platform status display, and it can show you the maintenance calendar, right? Also, it will show you customer news and events. It does talk about best practices, right? Again, with your product enhancement request, you can vote on those. Anyone who's submitted one, you can vote on a product enhancement request. And you can join community discussions and find out how other customers are using CXone, so you can get the most out of that product. So I do want to encourage you to sign up for the community, and that's at community.niceincontact.com.